What's up? Welcome to my Makerspace. So this is the part of the house where I tinker with stuff and I invent things. I've got my 3D printer over here. I've got my sewing machines over here. And I've got 3 projects today and I wanted to show them to you. And the jury's out on whether these are a DIY project or a DIY project. But I'm gonna show each one of them to you today. There's 3 projects, and then there's also a bonus project that's not made by me, but I thought it was really clever, so I wanted to highlight that and give credit to the creator. The first one is, if you followed my channel, you know that I create these little tent stake pushers. So I've got the tent stake pusher itself, but on top I've actually built in this little removable piece that comes out and it attaches to the cord. And then now you take this and it fits exactly in the grooves of the tent stake, and then you push it, and then that's going to remove all of your dirt. As I found when I'm backpacking, it's such a pain when you get up in the morning and you're packing up camp and you got to go find leaves and stuff like that. And sometimes there are no leaves. Sometimes you're getting sticks in there and it just gets, it gets really messy. So I find that if you use this, I tested it on a backpacking trip last month, and you just push it down. It does a great job because it kind of conforms exactly to the contour of the stake. But then I didn't want to have another thing to keep track of, so then it just kind of pops right on here on the top like that, and it just holds in place. So you've got the full functionality of the tent stake pusher, but then you've also got this added bonus of the cleaner. It just sits right on top. Doesn't take any extra weight from a normal, tent stake pusher. Tell me what you think. Is this a DIY or is this a DIY? I'm experimenting with different colors and stuff too. So the second thing that I've been messing around with and trying to come up with is a mini awl. I think I'm saying that right, AWL. So an awl is an amazing tool that you can use to mend and fix really heavy fabrics. I've been playing around with a design that allows you to use some of this wax coated thread that wraps around the outside of the design. And then there's a hole that you can kind of feed the thread through. So this, in a pinch, could really save you if you had like a broken strap or something like that. And there are awls, of course, out there on the market. However, I found that they're all huge, and this one is completely tiny. I still have a couple of things to work out to make it wind better and have the thread stay on the winder. And then the other thing I need to do is come up with a little cap for the top of the awl. Just to, obviously, because you wouldn't want to puncture yourself or any of your gear. So what do you guys think about that? The other thing I've got going is I made some feet for my REI Flexlite Zero, or the lightest REI Flexlite chair. I found that it was just digging in way too much. And I know you can use like a tennis ball and stuff like that, but these are lighter than a tennis ball. And I really took the time to get the angles right, because I have seen some of these like on Etsy, and it just doesn't seem like the angles are really thought out, because I had to go back and tweak the design on this like 20 times to get the angles just right. And now I feel like it's like the center of the point where most pressure gets put on is right in the center, and there's like a big beefy slab underneath that, and then the inside of this is contoured to fit the leg, so you don't even need to pop off the little black cap. You just simply put this on, and then you're good to go. Now the other thing is, I found that you only need 2 for the back legs. I don't think you're going to need them for the front legs, so that's great. And I've actually already got these up on my Etsy shop. I took them on a backpacking trip last month and they were a huge help. It made my chair so much more comfortable to sit in and to know that I wasn't going to be sinking slowly into the ground. I'm also working on a set of these for the Helinox Chair Zero. That's actually what I'm printing out right now. And I've been doing the same thing. I've been like tweaking it a bunch of times to get the angle of those, of how this comes down just right. Because it's not just an angle one way, but it's an angle both two directions. So you've really got to get that perfect or it's not going to sit just right. Yeah, so that's the other thing I've been working on. These are already on my Etsy shop. And the last thing that I want to share with you guys actually isn't my creation, but I just thought it was so cool. And I'm curious to see how I can even, or you guys can integrate this design into your own design. Little sharks. And this is a stove canister holder. So if I take my MSR stove here, you can clip these sharks on, so the sharks are just biting on, and then you've got a really nice platform for your stove. So I'm always thinking about dual use. How could you use these with some other object, something else that goes in your pack that you're using at a different time from your cooking time that you could dual use? So these were made by Tom Spatafor, I think I'm saying that right. You can get them on Maker World, and you can download the file for free. And then, like I've said in previous videos, if you have access to like a public library, a lot of them will have a 3D printer, and you can just send them this file and ask them to print it 3 times, and they'll print these for you. Also, especially right now, might be the perfect time to go ahead and get a 3D printer before prices, might go up. And you can get a pretty decent 3D printer for just a 100 or 200 bucks. Especially if you look on like Facebook Marketplace, you can get what used to be like the most popular 3D printer, which is the Ender 3. And the Ender 3 now you can get on Marketplace for like 50, 60, 70 bucks. And these things work great. They're just slower than the newer ones. And you do have to like tinker around with them a little bit more, but they work great. Definitely worth picking one up. I think there's still tons of parts and stuff you can purchase for them, and all the filament and everything works in them. So definitely check that out if you're interested in 3D printing, which is something that I obviously love. All right, so these are the 4 things that I wanted to share in my workshop and just give you guys an update on the things that I've been working on. So let me know what you think down below. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. As always, I'm trying to grow my community. We talk about backpacking, hiking, camping, and a lot of other topics. So please give me a subscribe and a like. All right, thanks guys.